When Blues legend Frank Lampard replaced Maurizio Sarri as the manager of Chelsea Football Club, there was a huge amount of uncertainty around the club's decision and their expectations for the coming season. Many people projected Chelsea to be the worst team of the top 6, having seen their superstar Eden Hazard depart from Madrid, and to make things more challenging, couldn't even replace him due to a transfer ban. A lot of people felt that upper management were setting the club legend up for failure, and that Lampard was given the job too soon. And after a 4-0 defeat to Man United in their season opener, fans weren't too optimistic about the season ahead. However, there was some silver lining to this transfer ban, as it's given Chelsea the opportunity to have their young talent on full display. And the youngsters Tammy Abraham, Callum Hudson-Odoi and Mason Mount have all made the utmost of their opportunity. The young core have contributed massively, with Chelsea on pace for a top 4 finish, and are making strong individual cases to be a part of Gareth Southgate's England squad for the Euros. However, most recently, the Chelsea youngster that has been generating the most hype within the media is Scottish Wonderkid Billy Gilmour. The 18-year-old back in March delivered a man-of-the-match performance in Chelsea's upset FA Cup win over Liverpool, and this showing against the European champs went viral online and dominated the headlines in the press. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at Gilmour's young career so far, determine how good he is right now, and try to project how good he can actually become. For more football videos, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like if you enjoy. So Gilmour, born in 2001, grew up in Glasgow, the highest populated city in Scotland. At just 8 years old, he was scouted by British giants Rangers, and this commitment was a challenging one for the Gilmour family. With his parents working full time, he'd have to be taken to training by various family members. The dedication from himself and his family saw his game develop rapidly with the Rangers Academy, and he earned himself a call up to under 20 level despite being just 15 at the time. Rangers were well aware of the talent they had on their books, and quickly realised upon inviting him to train with the first team that the only thing that separated Gilmour from the other players was his young age. The Gers had Gilmour playing a ton of football, featuring in 2 youth squads, while regularly playing international with Scotland's under 16, under 17 and even under 21 level. Despite Rangers' wishes for Gilmour to stay put in Glasgow, with amid interest from big European clubs, it was London club Chelsea who were able to lure a young Gilmour away from his boyhood club, capturing the youngster's signature for 500k. Upon the move, many considered this a huge mistake. People were saying that Gilmour had left Rangers too soon, and feared that instead of becoming a star at Rangers, he'd end up falling into the category of youth talent that join a big club, make a few first team cameos at best, before being flung out on loan and never play again for the first team. Gilmour was well aware of the risk, that a lack of playing time could see his development seriously stalled, but he still had enough belief in his abilities and potential to bet on himself, and showed that if anyone was going to make it through the ranks at Chelsea and break into the first team, it'd be him. Gilmour showed a lot of progress with the Chelsea under-18s, up till July 2018, when for the first time, he played with the senior side in a friendly, featuring as a substitute for the first time August 31st, 2019. In February, he was permanently placed in the first team squad, and following his well-documented man-of-the-match performance against Liverpool, it's hard to imagine Gilmour will be seen playing with the reserves anytime soon. He's won over the belief of his manager Frank Lampard, who said in an interview with Sky that Gilmour forced himself into the side by playing out of his skin in first team training. Lamps added that what we saw in the FA Cup versus Liverpool was exactly what he was doing the week prior in training, which means this wasn't just a one-off performance from Billy Gilmour. He can play at that level consistently, regardless of stage or competition. As for his international career, being a Scotsman, I have huge respect for Gilmour, who has given every indication so far that he will play for our national team. And Gilmour already belongs in the national team. If it were up to me, he'd be capped tomorrow. And being 20 years old, I'm still yet to see my country participate in a major tournament. But with young players like Kieran Tierney, Andy Robertson, McTominay and now Gilmour, that could hopefully change at some point in my lifetime. But as a player, Gilmour is a gem, showing maturity of a true pro well beyond his years. He has a good first touch and good positional awareness to play multiple roles in the midfield, and despite basing this off of a small sample size of playing time, Gilmour looks ready to have a larger role in the team, and quickly put to bed concerns about his size. He's a marketable lad off the pitch too, already starring in a Burberry commercial. I get the feeling that Gilmour has a place in this Chelsea team for years to come, and is arguably the most talented product to come out of Chelsea's youth system, which over the years has gained a reputation for being one of the best youth setups in England. Hopefully at some point, when he's racked up a bunch of medals and towards the end of his career, we can see him return to Glasgow and maybe finish his career where it all began, in Scotland. How good do you think Billy Gilmour is right now, and how good do you think he can actually become? Leave your thoughts and feedback down below in the comment section. If you've made it up to this point, like the video, comment Gilmour's got game if you've made it up to the end so I can tell the reals apart from the fake, and on that note we go on, peace.